Be honest. What is the real reason? Hey, I'm talking to you. Man up, woman up. What is the real reason you haven't started your YouTube channel yet? Friends, Bryan here. I first off want to say I'm dedicating this video to my good friend Miles. He's got a really good channel called Little Talks with Miles. This video is for you, Miles. This is a video I've been planning on making for some time, and we're going to get right to it. I've had many people over my little YouTube stints over the years come up to me and say, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do a channel. Some people might say their reason for not doing it, they're intimidated by the learning curve, having to get equipment, video editing, time. But if everyone's being honest, and I mean we're really being honest here, time for honesty, folks. What is the real reason that people don't do a YouTube channel? Most people are worried about the negative comments and what people might refer to as the haters. I've had different stints on YouTube for a long time, and I've been called everything in the book. I've been called fat, I've been called ugly, I've been called stupid, I've been called much worse. I've had people ask me how large my penis is, had the weirdest messages sent to me. But I'm going to tell you something, and it's very true. People doing more than you will never, ever criticize you. When I had my viral video, the 1 million views on why I avoid people at 51 years old, if you look at the comment section, you can go through it. There's 27 or 28,000 comments. Only 2 larger channels acknowledged me, and in a critical way. Now, 2 different examples. One was a channel called The Book of Huntsman. He made a really good post, actually. Even though I didn't agree with it, he made a really good post. So I went back on his channel and made a nice response saying, hey, I appreciate the time you took to post on my video, but we can agree to disagree. It was fine. It was a matter of a disagreement. But then, when there was a bit of a to-do about Patreon, when I announced that I had a Patreon, he came back and defended me. And another channel, which was only slightly bigger than mine, and the guy had been doing his channel for a long time, it wasn't even his work, really. He attacked me on another video when I was talking about personality disorders. Didn't know who I was, didn't know anything, just went full tilt, made it very personal. But, of course, I visited his channel, wasn't overly impressed. I left my thoughts, but a polite one. When you have comments, it helps you in the algorithm. If you can choose to disable them, and that's fine. I also want to tell you guys a really funny story about a channel I had about 10 years ago. It was a channel for men over 50, lifting in the gym, discussions, advice, all that other stuff. And I started it with a friend of mine at the time. Crazy day, hey? You guys like me out in the cold, so I'm out in the cold. And it was very funny because this friend, he wanted to start the channel with me, but he didn't really want to contribute anything to it. He wanted me to do all the video editing, all the work, all the extra time. I guess he was thinking, well, if we ever get monetized and we make some money, we'll split the money equally. Well, we never got to that point together, but it was funny because when the nasty comments started coming in, I was already used to them. They didn't bother me, but man, it was something to watch him. He'd be marching around going, I don't know who this one guy is. This one guy kept commenting, couldn't stand him. I kept heckling him in the comments. And he'd like read it and march around. And he'd just freak out and go, I'm going to find him and I'm going to beat him senseless. I'm like, man, what if he's in Portland, Oregon? Who cares? Who cares? One of the things, again, about haters, YouTube now has a function where the really bad comments go into a special folder that's hidden. You actually have to actively go into it and read it. So we're going to take a look right here. I'm going to show you this folder on YouTube. This is where all the bad comments go. Go over to held. Okay, comments that may be offensive. And then I get a kick out of these, but some of them can be pretty weird. Okay, so if we look here, we'll look at a couple here. Mr. Silence 360 called me a typical white person, whatever that means. But if I go to Mr. Silence's channel, 2 subscribers, joined back in 2011. No content. Okay, cool. And if I go to woof, 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 The world is worse with people like you. How about when someone feels like dying and needs your help? What a piece of trash. Okay, so he put a lot of work into his name, woof, woof, woof. So let's go here. Okay, so we got woof, 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 woof. Has 1 subscriber and no content. Huh. Makes you wonder when people do that, eh? What are they hiding? So, you think I'm going to worry about these people? The person, usually, 99% of the time, is anonymous and has no content and no following. So basically, this could be a little kid living with his mom and dad, just taking a break from gaming for a few minutes to make a post. Like, you don't know. I also look at this and say, I am older. I've done a lot of crazy things in my life, hence the Life of Bryan show, lots to come, folks. But I'm probably not the best first pick of somebody to go up to and mess with in person. I know that these people would never come up to me on the street and say anything. Guys, never, ever, ever let other people pull you down from your dreams and your goals in life. Never, ever do that. And I'm going to tell you guys something too. Some of these anonymous people, they might actually be people you know in real life. That's the really saddest thing about it. But don't let them stop you. They're not going to come up and say anything to you in person. That's what I have to say. And haters, don't pick on Miles. He's my friend. Come pick on me. I'm ready for you. What do you guys think? Comment below. This is Bryan signing off.